is that?
It's my chick magnet.
It's a chick magnet.
My chick magnet.
Show that to the camera. Welcome to Biker Protocol. This is a new series of videos that we're doing called
Tales from the Road.
And so on these videos, we're just going to be talking about funny stories that we've had. Something midweek. It's not really protocol related, but just funny, crazy stories that we've had, that we've had on the road over the years of writing.
There can be protocol found in
oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's always a moral to all of these stories, and sometimes good, sometimes bad, but there's always a moral to these things. So yeah. So you want me to go first? I shared one with Hollywood in the parking lot. Yeah. So we were kind of chatting about stories that we wanted to do, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot all. It was so long ago, I forgot about it. So when our club first formed, this was many years ago. We have a protocol that is, I guess we are protocol driven. So we have a protocol in our club where if we're riding down the road and we find a stranded biker on the road, standing by his bike, broken down, on the phone, the typical clues, right? It's our protocol to where our tail gunner or our road captain, whoever's can get access to that person easier, will pull off and help that person. Mm-hmm. So generally the protocol is, anybody who is a road officer knows where we're going. And so what happens is they're supposed to pull over, check on the person, say, hey, you need any help? What can I help you with? Is it something maybe I can take a look at the bike, get fixed? If it's not something and they just say, hey, I'm good. I've got my guys showing up in a few minutes. You're good. And then they can just catch up with the group or meet us at the next stop. And so, but it's a good thing. I think, I don't know if you guys do that. It's what we do. But we learned this from a couple other clubs, and I like the idea. So we made it kind of a standing policy of our club is, whenever we see a stranded biker, to go help them. So this is years ago. We're riding down the highway out in the middle of nowhere, and we're heading somewhere. And so we see a stranded biker on the side of the road, but he wasn't like a stranded guy, like standing on his bike on the side of the road. His motorcycle was there, and he's completely passed out. I mean, laying next to the bike, flat out, just head in the sky, or just he's out. So we waved to our tail gunner, and he's like, oh my God. And he pulls over. So it was like 6 of us. So we all pull over. And we come walking up to this guy, and he is completely unconscious. So as we come walking up, we noticed there was a second guy. So there was a second person, which we didn't know, we didn't see because there was like an embankment on the shoulder that we didn't see. This other guy was there, and he was attempting to set up a tent, was not succeeding. And this is like in the early evening, the sun was going down. So he figured they're going to camp on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. But what had happened was both these guys were drunk. They were both riding drunk and really drunk. And what happened was one guy decided to pull over, and he passed out. So I don't know, amazing the guy didn't get killed, but he got passed out. So what happened was we come walking over to the two guys, right? And we see the makeshift half-done tent, and that wasn't going well. But as we're walking up, the second guy, I don't think even realized we were there. And he was so mad at the first guy for passing out, he decided to take a piss and decided to start just basically on the side of the road whizzing on his buddy. Right. So we come walking up, and this guy is literally peeing on his friend. Right. We're just like, what is going on? And the guy was like, oh yeah, he was just plastered. And he's like, yeah, we realized we can't ride anymore. And he couldn't help me with the tent. So I just figured this is a little road payback. I was like, okay, well, I think you guys are fine then. Have a nice day. And we hit the road. So yeah, we just kind of left them there. They seemed okay at that point. So I was like, well, I think we're good. There's nothing we're going to do to contribute to make this a better situation. So but yeah, I'll never forget walking up on the guy, and there's like a puddle of pee on the side of the road. This guy's whizzing.
On that note, check our video on riding and drinking.
No kidding.
Get some pointers on that. Maybe they didn't see that video.
Yeah, it was a good thing these guys got off the road. I mean, it was like no joke. They were pretty lit, and it was like, yeah, death was coming their way if they hadn't. But yeah, so that was definitely an odd experience. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man. All right, your turn. What's yours?
So I've got a pretty wild one, I think. So we have this place that we go to that we like to say is we're going to go bury a body. We'll put it that way. And it had just poured rain around here, and this is like it's out of town. It's not in town, and it's on dirt roads and stuff like we like to do. And so we were going out there, and the road kind of dipped down, and so there was just probably a good like 4 inches of water because we get flash floods out here in the desert. So we're like, and it's pretty like weeded up on the sides, no real way to kind of ride around. And we're like, well, that sucks. And it was like, I think 4 of us at the time. And so we stop we're in the road because there's like no one out there, right? It's just the middle of nowhere. And we're stopped there, and we're like, let's get off and we'll go look on the other side, see how much is flooded. Maybe we can figure out a way to go around it or something. So we're walking around, and we hear this like grinding, like train sound. And we're like, what the
I'll beep
that.
Beep
that one. Yeah. But we're like, what the heck? And here comes this like Chevy Blazer or something on rims. Like it had blown all 4 tires with the lights off. All like there was no light inside. Couldn't see who was in it. And we're like, "Yo, dude, I'm sure you know this, but you got no tires." And he kind of stopped right on the other side of that water, right? And we're like, "Are you gonna like try to gun it through here?" And we couldn't really see him. It was very dark, and like, well, our bikes are on the other side. We're gonna go move our bikes. And so we walked to the other side, and as we're kind of like mushing our bikes around, our VP at the time was like, "I swear I just heard that guy say I'm gonna shoot you." And
really?
and we look over and we heard the door shut. And I swear to you, it's kind of unmistakable unless he was like playing around with us. It looked like a red laser, like a gun laser, right?
Okay, a laser.
And we're like, okay, it might be time to leave right now because we don't need to be dealing with this.
Yeah.
So
getting a gunfight that night. Yeah.
Yeah. So we get on the bike and we start cruising. We're just doing like 35, 40 miles an hour, going back the opposite way. And I look at my rearview mirror and he is hot on our trail. The lights just pop on. Like this is straight out of like a horror movie.
No kidding.
And he had no tires, so he had to been hauling ass to catch up to us. So we gun it, and he guns it, and we, obviously being on bikes, we were able to just be gone. But that was pretty much it. We never knew what happened. We did see a car going the opposite way when we were leaving, so we don't know what it was, but it was wild. It was like who knows what happens in these deserts out here?
Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah.
So kind of just a little weird, like
it was your place to bury a body, but it seemed like it was his place to do it too.
He might have been doing it. Yeah, it's getting crammed over here in Las Vegas.
Man. That's pretty funny.
So yeah, wild story. Yeah, and at the time we had a prospect with us, and he's like, "I swear you guys were planned this," and we're like, "No, we didn't plan this.
Oh right,
I wish we did, but that was freaking crazy.
That's nuts. All right.
But
wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen,
Anyways.
Thanks for watching Tales from the Road. We have more coming every midweek now. And, be sure to watch our main videos on Biker Protocol. Where we talk about protocol with the motorcycle community.
And share your stories down below, please.
Oh, yeah. We love to hear them. I know there's got to be a lot out there. So please, if you have any crazy biker stories, we really want to hear it. And also like and subscribe to this channel. Helps us keep it going and keep videos coming and stuff. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video coming out in a couple of days. And till then, have a great one. Oh yeah, tell them what this is. Hold on, stop.
That's another story for another time.
Another video. We'll do another video on the what is it? Chick magnet? Yeah.
Well, it's
yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool. Peace out, guys. See you on the next video.